especially with the internet right now, the way it is right now. You have the world at your hands. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Darcy Ogandaga, CEO at Real Media, and it's with a great joy that I announce my new YouTube show. I know, I put different dates. It's finally here, and I'm so excited because it's a different format. You will see me going to different places in Atlanta. I will start downtown and ask just random people that do they really think that they can have their next promotion on the internet. It means that can they transfer their skill set or talent on the internet and can become a part-time income and sometimes a full-time income. It's not for a few people who really enjoy their job, and it's not even about the pay. They just feel fulfilled. It's part of their purpose. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not the type of entrepreneur. I don't want to say that. You know what? You have to be an entrepreneur. If you're not an entrepreneur, you lost your life and you don't have a purpose in your life. I don't think it's wise, and I don't think also respectful of people who are really working hard to earn a living and taking care of a family. So, we have to bring some balance to it. But it's just so powerful just to listen to different people and their opinion and what they know or what they don't really know about what you can do to transfer your skills online and get paid, how to franchise your mind really and monetize your expertise, your skill, your talent. It's very possible to do it in 2018 and beyond. So this is why I believe this show is so important for people to tune in and to bring some people with you. We can watch the show, and I will upload it most of the time during lunchtime, so people can watch it. Sometimes I'm going to be live, sometimes I'm going to be pre-recorded, but for you to be able to enjoy it and participate, and I really want you to talk about what would you think that you can do on the comment below, and we love to chat with you and to talk about your dreams and what is the size of the length of your bridge between where you are and where you try to go. What do you think that you need? You need a loan, you need more expertise, you need more knowledge, you need the right connection. Do you think that what holds you back is a human connection, is more money, is more equipment, is more certification, more degrees? So let's talk about it. Let's create a movement where we can really open the chat on YouTube and Facebook, and it's going to be live also on Twitter, and I'll post the same video on LinkedIn, so we can have this type of conversation. I will post short clip on Instagram, on IGTV. I believe you're gonna let me put a maximum of there, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Wherever you see that show, let's talk about it, and let's make sure that we can find a solution together. Just not me, but together. I don't know everything. That's why I put it out, so we can discuss in different avenues how we can bring really peace and fulfillment in our heart, just because we discover that there is another option besides to be in a cubicle where you can really enjoy yourself and taking care of your family. So let's go and watch the show. Do you think that the internet is your next promotion? With Darcy Ogandaga. Talk to you at the end. Bye-bye. Hello, this is Darcy Ogandaga. What's your name?
My name is Pete Chapman.
Nice to meet you, sir. So I want to ask you a question. Do you think it's really possible to transfer your skill sets and expertise and set it on the internet?
Absolutely. Everybody's born with an innate talent. You can take somebody that has experience, and you can take somebody who's educated, but you take that one person that has an innate talent, they'll far surpass both of those people. Now, you can take that talented person and give them education and give them the experience. There's no way that they cannot succeed doing their own thing, especially with the internet right now, the way it is right now. You have the world at your hands. So it's just reaching out and showing the world your talent, your skills. You should be paid for those skills. God gave them to you for a reason. Very simple.
And last question, why do you think most people don't want to take the leap to do that online?
Well, I don't know. The internet is used for self-gratification, but the wrong self-gratification. You know, you want likes instead of you. For me, I want to provide something. You know, instead of get something from the internet, I'm trying to provide something to those. So you're going to have the people who are wanting to be entertained, and you're going to have the people who are the entertainers. Most likely, if you're the entertainer, you're generating revenue from the people who want to be entertained. So it's that simple.
Powerful. Can you just tell people where they can join you, your website or whatever?
Yeah, my name is Pete Chapman. I'm a filmmaker. You can reach me on YouTube, Pete Chapman, or Hood127. My Vimeo is Pete Chapman. So just look at my name, and my portfolio is there. So come see me.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Real quick. Hey guys, this is Dasso Gandaga. I'm here with
Michael Gallion.
So Michael Gallion, I want to ask you a question. Do you think it's possible to transfer your skills, expertise on the internet and make a full-time income?
Well, I'm a software developer, so yes, like that's what I do.
So what do you think most people don't know is possible? Do you think like it's the fear of rejection or not enough information?
Not enough information, or not enough easy access to the information. Because it's out there, it's just difficult to find in a lot of cases. Or in my case, like my brain just works in a way to where programming's pretty easy, so it makes it a lot simpler to get into those fields. But I would have no idea that was an option if I didn't just happen to fall into this career. So
that's what I'm doing too. I'm full-time online. I'm selling online courses, books, how to create podcasts, website. I'm doing even conferences worldwide. I just came back from a world tour in different countries. And now I want to do it in the street in Atlanta to let people know that even everyday people, some of them already know about the concept. Can you give me like one example? What type of platform do you use to be able to propose your services?
So I work on SharePoint. That's my main thing, and they have the new SharePoint Online in the cloud. So I'm basically a web developer now. So it's all JavaScript, HTML, CSS for the most part. And so you don't have to touch any of the outside system. You don't have to learn databases. You don't have to learn any of that stuff anymore. You just learn the web stuff, and then you figure out how to piece everything together. Also, you can just take code from like 40 million sources online. And
I know exactly because I know how to build a website too as well. And I have 4 certifications on SharePoint. Yeah. SharePoint 2013, SharePoint 2010. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And when I used to work, actually I was managing their SharePoint site. The person didn't want to give me access. I was able to go in on back end and did it anyway. Yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about because we tech guys, so we understand that. So now, one last thing. What you would tell somebody who's looking for a job, who got a technical background or even an HR background, and who's kind of struggling to find a job? What can you tell them?
So there's a few sites out there like Odesk, Freelancer. There's a few out there that make it relatively easy to get hooked up with people that are looking for small projects. And then you can kind of build a portfolio off of those small projects. I would not recommend doing any for free for the thing. That's a fool's gamble. Don't do it. But in general, it's really easy to find some small projects and then kind of get the ball rolling. Plus, you can kind of figure out what you're good at, what you like doing, which is another very important thing. I hate doing CSS work, but I'm good at the functionality part of things. So it takes a little while to find that, but you just try a bunch of small projects, and then I think it's a little easier to get into.
Because you're technical, I have to ask you one more question. Yeah. What do you think about people who try to build a website from scratch today when there is WordPress?
Oh, yeah. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to build it from scratch the vast majority of the time. There are way too many platforms. There's things like Squarespace that if you're looking for something super simple, you can throw it up there. Like you have frameworks that people have made. Like I work on React now, which is super easy to build off of. Way easier than the old stuff anyway. So like it's just not worth building your entire platform, generally speaking, unless you have some like authentication, so like you need like super tight control, which almost no one needs unless you're like a government contractor or something, right? So
wow, thank you so much.
No problem.
I appreciate you, man. Okay, so you heard it from him. Like I've been telling you guys, is easier to do. You see, when I talk to someone like that, it's refreshing. It just gives you some free advice who can make you money if you know what to do now. Odesk.com, freelance.com. Come on, guys. This is how you make a full income online. So you don't have to cry in your corner, oh my God, I don't have a job, nobody want to employ me, it's too hard. No, if you know how to utilize these 5 words, Google, GOOGLE.com, where Google answers 50,000 questions every second. I want you to think about that, digest it, and think about it. If you can just be part of a solution of people looking for information in your expertise, I don't care if HR, whatever that you're doing, technical, non-technical, you're a technical writer, you can put this online for somebody to utilize it and get paid for it. Okay? All right. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question, please? Because of your become?
Okay. Sure.
Real quick. So I like your costume, and I'm doing like a show on the power of the internet. Do you think that, first of all, my name is Darcy, do you think it's possible for you to use your skills and be able to sell it on the internet?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. There's plenty of people who do that now.
And what do you think is the hold-up?
Probably your own inhibitions, like you're stopping yourself. I think anybody could do it.
Okay. And do you think that if they have what type of information that people need to be able to go to the next level and just do it?
Probably like exposure. I feel a lot of really good people just don't have the right audience. Like they're not discovered yet. Yes. And I think if they got a little bit more attention, they'd be able to go to the next level, like you said.
Thank you so much. So tell me your name again and have a great day.
PJ, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Somebody asked me earlier, and I want to be able to answer the question because I have to cut. I got so much footage. What does it take for you to be able to sell something on the internet? Number one thing that you need to have, you need to have confidence. You need to have confidence to know that your product or service or whatever that you have to propose is better than average. Anybody cannot just come on the internet and sell something. You need to make sure that what you have is enough of a quality that somebody will be interested and is better than an average person. It's not just everybody who can come up and start talking to people and coach people live, because I've been doing this since 2002 globally. But I want you to think what type of gift, talent, expertise that you have, that you're so comfortable with it, that you will do it for free, that you will transfer yourself to do it online. It's very important. So this is why, one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Okay? So that's a very, very, very important. Now, what is the essential that you need to be able to have something going on the internet? Number one thing that you need to have, of course, a PayPal account. Number one. You need to have a PayPal account. Number two, you need to have an e-commerce site, or a site where you can sell goods and services. Number three, you need to have your own domain name account, your own name if you do personal branding, of the name of your society.com. Number four, you need to be able to be part of these 3 major social media networks: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And of course, to make sure that you know how to utilize ads, paying ads on those platforms, and be able to do it between 3 to 6 months with nothing in return. It's very important. Hello, you again. All right. So this is why it's so important. And we're not going to be able to get it until we get to the basic. Do you have the basic? And I just give you a basic. Like I say, courage, those 5 elements, a PayPal site, an e-commerce site, a website. It's different, and I will tell you more information about that. I have a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube account where you post content on schedule with a target audience and paying ads, and make sure that what you have is good. You're doing that long enough, you will start making money, and eventually you will start making more money than your actual job, your 9 to 5, and be able to replace your income and do it full time. That's what we call, people say like there's full time ministry, there's like, oh, I'm full time online. So that's a new way now, full time online, and know how to utilize even LinkedIn to position yourself as a consultant. So you're not going to have to look for a job, but companies are going to looking for you as a consultant. So let's see, go again on the street and make sure that we can interview somebody else who will tell us their story about, do they think that the internet is good enough to give them a promotion? I'll be right back. I like that. What type of skateboard is that?
It's an electric.
Is it electric?
Yeah, it goes really fast.
Great. So I'm doing a survey. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm doing conferences all around the world. And I want, just to ask you a question. Do you know that the internet has a promotion for you?
What do you mean?
What I mean is like whatever that you do as an occupation for your job, you can do the same thing on the internet and get paid the same amount or more. You know that?
Yeah, depending on the job, but there are a lot of opportunities.
And do you think you can, do you have some skills that can help you make it happen? What is your talent? What is type of things that you can do?
I'm a technical writer. I have a master's in English literature. I'm a business and technical writing is my major occupation. And fine arts, also a painter.
So do you think that you can really create, like, for example, like maybe a small PDF or online course that you can sell on LinkedIn?
Sure. I took basic computer science too, so yeah, I know how to make web pages.
So that's something that you might be interested doing?
Maybe, as long as there's no coding involved. I don't code, so that's not my thing.
Yeah, you don't need code to do that. So I just want to know, like, how long do you think it's gonna take you if you have to do it? It's just like, if you have to do it, how long do you think it's gonna take you? How much work it will take for you to be able to sell that information on LinkedIn and probably match or even do half of what you're doing in your regular job?
It's hard to say, man. A lot of work. It'd probably take like a year-long course or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.